Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Cocktails and Intellect podcast. I am happy to announce this is season 2, the kickoff of season 2. You already know what time it is. We are here at the beautiful Gemini Hookah Lounge. What's the address?
2295 South Hiawassee Road, right off of Metro West Boulevard.
All right, that's what it is. I am your boy, YoungC.a.u.s.e, the man that they love to hate, but they shake his hand anyway. And I have my beautiful host with me over here.
Kentra Johnson. You can find me on Instagram at Kentra_the Realtor.
Nice. Nice. And guess what, y'all? We actually have officially in the building for season 2, Paris Ice Bar. That's what it is. Hold on, where is that? Let's give it up. Paris Ice Bar is in the building officially for season 2, making us some specialty beautiful drinks or what have you. Paris, tell the people where they can find you at.
Paris Ice Bar, Instagram, all one word, Paris Ice Bar.
Nice. All right, and now let's get right to it. All right, no holds barred. I got my man's DJ Aaron Anthem in the building. Do they consider you the house DJ for Gemini? Is that like a thing still? House DJ?
I am. My title's weird. I'm the resident DJ / co-GM.
Okay, nice.
That's
okay,
cool.
That's what it is.
So I'm the resident DJ / co-general manager alongside my wife.
Okay, bet. That's what it is. And you also work for, what radio station is that?
Every morning from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. from Monday to Friday, you can catch me on 98.5 The Wire, Anthems in the AM, which boy, Aaron Anthems.
You already know.
There we go.
You already know. And they can find you on Instagram or...
So I have 2 pages. You can find my personal page at Aaron Anthems. That's AARONANTHEMS on Instagram, or the show's page, which is Anthems in the AM, ANTHEMS in the AM. Let's go.
That's what it is. Well, he's ready for this shit.
I do this every day.
Yeah.
I'm literally on the mic every day.
T to the M to the E.
Word. Hey, Paris, man, you gonna cook us up some marvelous drinks here? What we rocking with?
So
today?
we have a blood orange mule with Jameson. It is a whiskey mule. It's not a normal mule that's made with vodka.
Okay.
That's what we having today.
Okay. Let's make it happen.
Y'all let me know when
sound of
y'all
that.
ready.
Oh, I'm ready.
I'm ready
I've
right
been
now.
ready.
It's Sunday fun day.
I'm just saying, we a little
It's
behind.
Sunday
Right,
fun day.
right.
All right, say less.
That's what it is. But look, listen, man, let's want to sit down with you and chop it up. Number one, I appreciate you even connecting the opportunity for Cocktails and Intellect podcast to be here at Gemini Hookah Lounge for season 2. You made that connection happen for me, and I appreciate you for that, my brother. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I told you guys,
So
whatever
it's-
y'all need, I'm with y'all. Let's do it.
All right, that's what it is. And I wanted to actually sit down with you, not only because of the fact that you pretty much put us on to here at Gemini. I wanted to sit down with you and chop it up a little bit because there's a few things that I've always wanted to ask a Latino person. Right?
Right.
What's your nationality?
I'm Puerto Rican.
Oh, you Puerto Rican. I bet.
Go.
All right. So check this out. I wanted to discuss Latinos in the hip hop community. You know what I mean? Like,
Love the topic.
the reason why I want to bring this to your attention or bring it up to you is because of the fact that I seen something with Fat Joe sitting down talking about how basically Latinos are African and
Yeah.
and
I'm going to get into the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because he didn't explain it good enough.
Right. Well,
Sure
explain. Well,
didn't.
talk to us.
Okay, so before we can even talk about Latinos in the hip hop community, Latinos in rap or anything in music, period, we have to go back to the origin of what makes a Latino in the first place.
Okay.
Right? So that is one of very few ethnicities that come from 3 different ones, and that's how you make up that one. So there are 3 faces to a Latino that make up what a Latino is. The African slaves that were brought to their islands, the Taino Native Americans, or the Taino indigenous people, let me not say Native Americans.
Those are the ones that were there already.
Right,
Okay.
the natives, and the Spanish conquistador.
Okay.
So now you have a mix of what we know the stereotypical look of a white person is, the stereotypical look of indigenous native tribe, and the stereotypical look of an African American.
Okay.
And if you go around the island of specifically Puerto Rico, there are specific spaces where these people were brought to, and you know that because they are still there to this day.
Right.
So before we can even talk about Latinos in hip hop, we have to speak about that origin because it shows where we get our certain sounds from. The congas, the bongos, all these things that are native African sounds that we use every day in our music. If you listen to salsa music, it's very African American influence, very African influence. Let me not even say African American. It's very, everywhere all over the world. You get some influences of European sounds, you get some African sounds, and then you get the sounds that we had back when we were just tribes, Taino tribes. So before we can talk about hip hop, we got to go there.
Right, yeah, for sure. Okay, boom, there you go. If you didn't know, you've been educated.
And I appreciate you saying that, like acknowledging all that. And, I do feel like too, sometimes people are like, some Puerto Ricans are like black. So that kind of explains what you just said.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let me just adjust this mic. I
I
don't
know.
want to mess up your
yeah,
audio
yeah,
real quick.
yeah. And you just twist it so it tightens up.
Okay.
That's gonna loosen it up, I think. Oh no, you tightened it. Boom.
I think so.
All right, bet,
We'll see.
bet.
Didn't want to mess up your audio, but
No, you good.
yeah, so that education is important. That's where Fat Joe messed up when explaining it. He was just like, "Yeah, bro, we black," and I was just like, "Explain
Deeper
it to
than that,
them,
right?
Yeah.
please. Explain why."
Yeah.
And he didn't. So I was like, when you mentioned to me like, "Hey, I think I want to talk about this when we link up," I was like, "I got it," because
Right.
I'm gonna finish the job that he started.
Right. Okay. I
Which
got you.
good job starting it off, Joe. Look, I'm with you. We both from the BX, bro. Like, I'm with you, Joey Crack. But sometimes you gotta educate and levitate before you just speak.
All right, bet Paris over here
And
throwing
I'm-
bottle caps at me.
Yes, and also I just want to say I love like how knowledgeable you are on your culture.
Yeah.
and
Thank
that
you.
your
Thank you so much.
family taught you where you really truly came
Absolutely.
from.
So let me. So you grew up where?
In the Bronx. I
the
was
Bronx.
born and raised in the Bronx.
Now, okay. Now everybody know the Bronx is a melting pot. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's all types of cultures over there, but obviously predominantly Latin. But
In certain areas.
in
yes.
certain areas.
Yeah.
Now, growing up in New York City in general, like hanging around black folk as a Latino person, how was that culturally? You know what I mean? Because I have to say this. I've seen it. I know a lot of Latin people that use the word nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna lie. I'm fine with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm fine with it. You know what I mean? Because how I grew up, you know what I mean? It was the norm.
Right.
Everybody,
Right.
I grew up.
Bottoms
I'm from Brooklyn. Oh yeah, you ain't got listen, baby girl. You could just be like, yo, hey, cause grab these drinks off of me. You know what I mean?
Oh, she
Yeah, there you go.
done chef that
Oh,
up
yeah,
real
I'm telling
quick.
you, this is serious. Do y'all see this shit?
She done chef that up real.
Lord fire. What's going on here?
Is there,
Oh, man.
There's a spell in this, ain't it? I can
Wait.
see
I
that.
just realized I didn't make myself one. I'm kind of pissed. I
Look.
didn't count.
Yeah, you should be.
You gotta be drinking with
Oh
us.
wait, we got a toast.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure it was good.
Oh, wait.
Want to make sure it's not poisonous for you.
Yeah.
Paris Ice Bar, thank you very much. Salute to the first
to Paris
episode for
Ice Bar.
season 2. Cocktails and
Salute.
Intellect podcast. You already know.
Cheers to Cocktails and Intellect. Cheers to having me on. Thank you guys. I appreciate
Yeah,
you
for
guys so
sure.
much.
Oh my
I'm
God.
already having a blast. Look, this is what I get to do for work, guys. If y'all watch right now, you're like, I wonder what he do for work. You're looking at it.
Oh damn, I can't even talk right now. I just want to drink that
It
shit.
is really good.
Ooh.
Enjoy.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Let's get some hand claps. For
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that.
Sunday fun day. Done the right way.
Sunday fun day.
Word. We're gonna have to make sure next episode you got a drink in your hand too, boo. But yeah. So using the N word, like I was saying, I was born in New York, moved out here when I was 9, right? So I pretty much grew up out here. I went to Cypress Creek High School, like,
Right.
you know what I mean? I went to Westridge Middle School, but it was blacks, Latinos, so it was a melting pot of all cultures. And I've always heard certain Latinos use the N word. You know what I mean? And it feels normal to me because I consider them black. You know what I mean? I consider them black. Now, was that the same for you growing up in the Bronx?
So before I can even talk about my neighborhood, and I hate to keep having to backtrack a little bit, but it's more important to get the whole story. So yes, I grew up in the projects first and foremost.
Okay.
So and my projects was very split 50-50 Latino and blacks. But even before me stepping foot outside, my father's black.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, my father is black. I'll show you guys a picture when we're done recording. My dad's black. He's gonna watch this. He's gonna be like, "You let him know." So yeah, my dad's black. So it was just a norm at home. Like my sisters are a lot darker than I am. Me and my twin brother, we just so happened to get my mom's skin color. So it was kind of like a weird split. The girls got his color, and me and my brother got my
twin
mom's
brother.
color. Yeah,
that boy, that's real life, like really your twin.
identical twin.
Oh,
He came out 5 minutes after me,
Shit, that is fucking nuts, bro.
so he know he the little brother.
You gonna have to send me a picture. I'm gonna have to post. I'm gonna have to post that.
So
Yeah,
you
I'm gonna have
kinda
to send you
had, like-
pictures
send me a
for the
picture,
whole Instagram of everything I'm talking about.
So you kind of had best of the both worlds, like with where you lived, and then your
Yeah.
family was like that. Yeah,
Yeah, my
couldn't get
family's
any better than
mixed.
that. Yeah.
All my cousins are black, like so. It was the norm for me. It is the norm for me. It's something that I'm trying to work on cutting out because one, I'm not in the hood anymore. Two, I'm trying to elevate, and it's just certain actions that we can keep that in the past. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to step away from it a little bit. It is still natural in me, obviously.
What, saying the word nigga?
Yeah, just be like.
No, and that's what I'm about to say.
I mean?
I was just about to ask you, like, how do you feel about it? You know what I mean? Even till this day.
It's,
Like,
I mean, it's part of my vocabulary.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I would wake up in the morning, and my father would be like, "Wake up, little nigga!" Like it was just normal.
Yeah.
That's him.
So-
That's
yeah,
crazy. You know what I
so-
mean? Yeah.
And not obviously not in like a disrespectful or
Yeah,
crazy
yeah,
way.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
just my that's my
it's
dad.
It's a term of endearment.
Yeah,
with
that's
us,
my
you know what I mean?
dad. So he would grab me, be like, "Come here, little
Because facts,
motherfucking
you
nigga."
my nigga. You my
And I'd
nigga.
be
I
like,
fuck with
"Alright,
you.
cool,
You know what I mean?
bro, for life,
You know what I mean?
for life." And then like it was just it is the norm. You know what I'm saying? At least in my household, because again, I'm half and half. I'm
Right,
technically
right.
not full Puerto Rican.
Right.
So
And that kind of goes into, like, I see a lot of, I know a lot of people that are half black, half white. And I don't know what it is, why a lot of half black, half white people tend to cater to their black side a lot more. I don't know what it is. Is it our
same
culture?
thing with Latinos that are half and half. I don't speak any Spanish.
Right. You know what I mean? Like,
I just don't.
Wait, you said you don't speak
not
Spanish?
a
No.
lick.
At
I look
all?
like it though.
Yeah, definitely.
Paris, you're half white, half black?
Everything under the sun.
Everything under the sun. You
But pretty much, yeah. My family is also part Spanish, Irish, Black, Native American. Yeah. Some of us do speak Spanish. Some of us don't.
Right. Do you find in your family in the Latin side of things they use the word nigga a lot, or
Yeah, they do.
They do, right? See, I don't. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. And now with the way social media is, like, you fucking use that word in the wrong manner or in the wrong, or if you don't look like a person that's supposed to be using that
Yeah.
word, you're getting canceled.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's fucking nuts.
I know people that are full bred black and just have my skin complexion, and people will tear them up on social media. I'm like, I know this guy's parents. Like,
Right.
I know where he comes from.
Right,
Like, y'all out of your mind. They be like, he's not even your color, and I'm like,
And so
you don't know anything about us.
Is
You don't
it-
know where we are come up. You don't know anything. You don't even for you to be on social media and be like, I'm gonna tell you what you're allowed to say. What you
right.
can't.
That
Ain't
shit is
nobody in this
crazy.
world. I don't care how 5'6" I am. Ain't nobody in this world telling me what I can and can't do or
Right,
say.
right. Facts, all facts. Like, it's crazy. It's almost like we gotta even I find myself sometimes not wanting to use the word anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's almost like it's because of the social media stigma. You know what I mean? Which
Yeah.
is crazy. Something that I grew up with doing culturally. I mean, which is fine too. I mean, I would love to just stop using the word. I would, hey, we're kings. You know what I mean? We're kings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Call each other king and all this other shit. Yeah, I get it, but it's so embedded in us already. Yo, what up, my nigga? Yo, what's good, nigga?
It's
You know what I mean?
it's in our bloodline at this point. So it's hard to just cut, you know. And like I said, I'm working on cutting it out. I'm working on helping everyone cut it out.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it is in us. And I have this talk all the time. Make sure you check out the show. I'm on the only black-owned radio station in the city.
Facts. More facts.
Right? So
More facts.
I didn't put my work in. I didn't earn my stripes, aside from my daddy being black.
Right.
I work hard for this community. I've
Yeah.
worked hard for Pine Hills. I've been to Evans to help the kids out
Yeah.
and help the media
And I
program.
love that. Like,
Yeah.
I love that even when we were talking before we got on and you were saying that it was one of the only, like, black-owned radio stations. And I just love that you are supporting us because we
Right.
are we are us.
Well, I am us. Yeah.
Yes,
So
no,
like,
that's what I'm saying,
it-
yeah.
to me, it's not even like, oh, I'm supporting them. It's like, these are my people.
Yes. Thank you.
Like, I go to Pine Hills and I'm like, yo, y'all are my people. What do y'all need? What do y'all want? How, like,
Oh wait, you need one of those? Go ahead,
That's
go ahead,
okay.
yeah.
Okay. Huh? No, I was gonna say, can you just hand me one of those tips?
Yeah. For sure. You good. You can come on camera.
Shout out to my beautiful
Shout
wife.
out to
Shout-
Haley in the building. You know what I mean? Holding it down for
Go
Gemini
Bears,
Hookah
go
Lounge.
Bears. I'm loving the Bears. Like, I'm
Oh, yeah,
loving
they-
this
they
because
don't
I wasn't
play.
able to wear my Bears today.
They don't
so-
play.
Yeah, no, we don't. I was like, yo, I gotta come interview ready for the first episode,
Yes,
obviously,
and
but
you did the
also
right thing.
I gotta be with my team,
Let's
Yeah.
go.
especially that the owners of Gemini are Dolphins fans.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, nah, we gotta talk about this.
The owners of Gemini's a Dolphin fan?
Well,
Yeah, he got a
Ferris
big-
is. Molly's a Bills.
Yeah,
fan.
Molly's definitely a Bills fan.
Yeah, Ferris is a
Okay,
Dolphin
all right.
fan. So
All right. How do and they
the house
are they
divided.
brothers or cousins?
They're brothers.
How,
yeah.
how does that even work, bro?
Beef.
Yeah, all day. I know it's got to be beef all day.
It's beef.
Because Molly's Buffalo build up.
Yeah, he's been
heavy.
mafia'd out.
All right, how's it tasting? How's
It's
it?
good.
Yeah,
It's
all right.
good.
bet.
It's not hitting too hard. It's
Nice.
perfect.
Okay, cool. Yeah, they make good. They make good. Look, listen.
Best hook in the city.
Get
hands
get
down.
yourselves over here. Oh, let's speaking of that. While we got you on the show, tell people a few of the parties that y'all got popping off at Gemini Hookah Lounge on a regular basis.
Yes.
So the first Saturday of every month, we have a Nigerian pride party here, or an Afro beat vibe, but we kicked it off for Nigerian Independence Day, and now we're gonna do it the first Saturday of every month. So we did it last night. When the time
Was that
changed.
with Joel?
Yeah.
Yeah, yo, shout out to my man Joel De Jesus. I would say De Jesus, but it's probably pronounced something else. But shout out to Joel. Y'all already know what time it is, man.
De Jesus, he's Puerto Rican.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
Was it a nice vibe?
Yeah,
Yo, it's beautiful
his
in here.
parties are nuts on a
in here.
regular basis.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
I heard
in
it was
here.
ram-packed.
Money's flowing, drinks are flowing, hookah's flowing.
Right.
Everybody has a nice cigar in their hand. It's just a
Ooh,
vibe.
that's
It's
nice.
a
Yeah.
different
And it's on
vibe. And it's
Saturdays?
grown. It's the first Saturday of every month.
Okay.
That's when we do a Nigerian party. Now, every single Friday, big shout out to the
Jay
OG
Johnson.
in the city. We have Jay Johnson and
Yeah.
Hayes Productions hosting
Yeah.
every Friday. The vibes have been impeccable since we kicked it off. And I think we're about 3-4 months in,
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah. That one's called Talk to Me Nice.
Talk to Me Nice
Right.
Fridays.
Big
And
shout out to
then
y'all.
He's a cool dude too.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
a nice and
Yeah,
respectful.
Jay
and
gets
all that,
busy.
yeah.
Jay
Yeah.
gets busy. And then I'm here personally from Wednesday through Sunday DJing and managing. So I'm on with the Saturday party. I'm on with the Friday party. I have my own party on Thursdays. It's a throwback night. And on Sunday we do a calmer like R&B vibe, a little older music too.
Yeah,
Try to
yeah.
keep it grown and sexy on a Sunday.
Okay. And then Wednesdays is
Wednesday we bring latest edition out, which is baddest band in the city
Yo.
too. I'm plugging
It
everybody
is,
today.
yeah.
but
yo, that
they've
drummer,
earned it,
that drummer dude,
bro.
crazy.
And I don't mean to be on your show plugging everybody, but when
Nah, that's
you
what
when
it's
you
about.
earn that plug, like I've never plugged anybody and be like, I shouldn't have did that. Like
Right.
they earned that plug.
Yeah.
Latest Edition is one of the baddest bands in the
Yes.
city.
Right.
And I
they
get to
always
play
have
with
a
them
nice vibe.
Every
While-
Wednesday.
While the drummer's going off, I get to scratch over.
Yeah.
What he's, like it's
Yeah.
it's dope.
It's dope.
really
Yeah.
dope.
Every Wednesday. If y'all want to see have a nice vibe, see a live band and some good music too, and the shenanigans. The dude on the mic, what's his name? The one that played the keys.
Leonard.
Yo, he's a funny motherfucker,
And
man.
he's a CEO of the band.
He's a
he
funny
like
motherfucker.
started that band from scratch.
Yeah.
Went out and found people in churches.
Right,
Like,
right.
He put in the groundwork.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of music and parties or what have you, I was speaking with Kentra over the phone about. Wasn't it about like how come certain DJs play
Yes.
just like what was it that you
Like
were talking
they just
about?
sometimes will play like even in a black crowd, even though we're all the same, but like they'll play like mostly Spanish
Reggaeton
music.
and
Yes.
bachata the whole
Yes,
time.
or even
Listen,
like
I hate that shit.
oh my god, I'll be like, come on, we want to hear like other shit, like play
Yeah.
some throwback
So
R&B or like
there's a few things that come in with that, right? So the first thing would be what the owner of the establishment wants. Sometimes the owner of the establishment will be like Spanish music,
and that's it.
and that's it. I'm the one paying you Spanish music, and that-
okay.
as a DJ that gets paid to play, instead of the other way around, getting paid because you're doing what you want, you're getting paid because you're doing what they want.
Gotcha.
So that's a big deal sometimes. Also, a lot of these places will book a DJ because somebody say, yo, this is my DJ friend, book him, and then book him and not know anything about his
Be
capabilities.
mad.
Not know anything
Or-
about what he's capable
Right.
of.
Yeah.
So they get up there, you have a completely opposite crowd, and you're playing a specific type of music. You don't know how to get out of it because your resume is just not stacked enough
Yeah.
for you to be up there. Point blank, period. I'm a very open format DJ. So when a DJ be like, well, I'm a hip hop DJ, I'm like, how does that even make sense? How were you allowed to put the 2 letters DJ in front of your name? Earn your stripes, bro.
Oh, shit.
Earn your stripes.
Yeah.
Learn music. I study music like I'm still in college.
Really?
Every single day.
Wow.
Every
That's
single
what's up.
day. That I wear music notes on my chains. And
Yeah.
I'm passionate about this shit.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
just get up, be like, I know every Bad Bunny song and call yourself a DJ. If that's the case.
Bad Bunny's popping right
If
now,
that's
but
the
I
case,
mean, damn.
my little sister's a DJ.
Right.
Like, my
Yeah,
little cousin's
yeah,
a DJ.
yeah.
My wife is a DJ. If you just need to know, I know every song from this artist in this one genre. Cool. Mix it.
Right.
Yeah.
Cut it up.
Exactly.
Blend it. Let me hear something that gives you that title. Because when I started DJing, my mentor, shout out to DJ Louis Mo, longest lasting DJ in New York City, hands down. He took my laptop that I bought. He's like, you're not learning like this. Here's some vinyl.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Right. There we go. Shout
Figure
out to the
it
vinyl.
out.
I don't know if this is the button, but
Yeah.
drop the bomb for the vinyl.
Yeah, so he straight up was like, yo, I'll give you a laptop when I think you're ready. And I'm like, I bought that fucking laptop.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's
And-
an Apple.
Yeah,
Right.
and he straight up, he was like, trust me, this will work better.
Right.
And
Right.
Still to this day, when I go home, I leave my digital controller here. I leave it here at Gemini. I'm on
So
turntables
at
at
home,
home.
okay, bad.
Oh, I'm
bad,
on
bad,
tables
bad,
at
bad,
home.
bad. What are you rocking at home on the turntables? What are you using?
Technique 1200s.
Technique 1200s. I knew you was gonna say that.
Old
Now,
school joint.
That's official.
Yeah, old school
Everybody's
joints.
got the new
Louis
rings
Mo
and
gave
all
me
of that.
those.
But
Shout out to Louis Mo. When I started off, and he was like, all right, now you can call yourself a DJ. He gave me turntables, he gave me a mixer. And then when I started to do tours, he was like, you can't carry the turntables everywhere. Here's some CDJs, like the big CD player ones that the EDM people use. He just gave me that. That's how much he believed in me, which is why I still to this day, I'm so passionate about it, take it so seriously, because now I have people looking out for me to make sure I'm doing the right thing with the gift that I learned.
Yeah. I'm going to tell y'all something right now about Aaron Anthems. I met him, Jesus Christ, what was that? It should be going on 2 years now, or probably even 3. Yeah. And I heard you playing, and I was just like, who the fuck is this guy? Because, I know everybody in the fucking city. All the DJs. You know what I mean?
Everybody,
I'm just like,
everybody that hears me play for the first time, that's literally
and I'm
reaction.
like, this nigga's fire.
Why is he so short? Everybody.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I sit there, and the thing I like about you is that you won't take too long. You know that if you're on your set, you're going to do this, and that, right?
But also without planning it out, too.
Right. You know what I mean? It's like you're freestyling. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because you'll go from like 90s hip hop to some recent hip hop shit, and then go back to some 90s R&B.
Then I'll put some fucking James Brown in that bitch.
And then right, you know what I'm saying? Right, you know what I mean? Like, and it's dope because me personally now, especially I guess as I got older, I need to hear a different mix of shit. Like every time you throw something on, I gotta be able to be like, oh shit, I can't believe this motherfucker just played that. You know what I mean?
How the fuck this 20-year-old know that?
I adopted you as my friend when you played house music.
Oh, that's
when you played that, I went because you don't hear no house music, and I felt like home for like a good 5 minutes. Then you switched it up again,
and
but
she got mad.
You know the house music is where my heart is at. Yeah. You did that, I was like, oh yes, okay. I need to know what's the name again.
Let me taste that real quick. Pause. That's sounded kind of.
And then also,
and you can move the mic. You can move the mic and grab one.
Also, like whenever we come to Gemini's and you're DJing or whatever, I love seeing you like in your moment because you be like up there really.
Oh, I dance. I sing.
Like, look at him.
On Wednesday, I was hitting notes.
Yeah, all of that. My man was up there blowing it down.
Music is my first love.
I be scared though. So I be scared for you though. Because I don't know how sturdy that thing is, but obviously it's sturdy enough.
We built that ourselves.
Okay.
Me, Ferris, Molly.
I'd be like, yo, I hope that shit don't.
Yeah, that dude look kind of like.
You know what I mean? Suspect as shit.
Risky.
We built it and tested it. We had Ferris and Molly stand up there at the same time. So if it could hold both of them.
Yeah, those are big guys.
Ferris, do you have any napkins?
I'm 5'6", 150, brother.
I should, but I don't.
It's okay.
Yeah, but that's dope, man. Now, one other thing I wanted to just touch on real quick.
What's up?
Shit. Damn, this hook is nice.
Yeah, it is.
With the Latin community now, I mean, all right. So let me word it like this. I want to know: did you see when you were up in the Bronx? Did you see like cliques with like? Did you click? Was there cliques of like only Latin people over here and black people over here? Or was it that mix?
Everywhere has places like that. But I mean, not necessarily. Well, like where I went to high school, if you were Latino or black, you were the same. Okay. Yeah. And it was that other clique would be like where the Albanians and the Italians chilled. You got to remember, there's a lot of Albanians out in Pelham Parkway in the Bronx. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of Italians out in Country Club and Throggs Neck of the Bronx. And my high school was right in the middle of my hood, and I'm not even gonna call it a hood. They're suburbs.
Right.
So there was the meeting ground, and there was always beef between the two. But if you were Puerto Rican, if you were black, if you were anything but Albanian and Italian, and in my school at least, you were on this side, and they were on that side.
That's crazy.
That was that. And I mean,
it's almost like prison.
Almost. But like, well, yeah. Look up Lehman High School in the Bronx. The cool thing was like I played football all through high school. I played varsity football the whole time. I played 13 years. I started at 5 years old, and I played till I was 18. Football was what brought everybody together in school.
Right, and that's what sports usually do.
Because all my linemen, let me tell you right now, and they all kill for me still to this day, they were all big Albanian and Italian dudes. And they would not let anyone touch me.
Right.
If we were on that field, we were family.
Yeah.
Lunchroom, classroom, it was a little different. That was like prison. But I mean, I guess the football field was still like prison, but it's like when you get that, when you run 5-on-5 in jail.
Right.
And it's like, all right, we're going to have to play on the same team. Like, so it was cool to see that dynamic switch. Like, it was literally a light switch. The second you got into the locker room, we all brothers, we all family.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so it's what's up, but it's also like weird. Like, all right, so why when we out in public, you acting like you didn't just kill somebody for me on that football field?
Right.
So, I don't know. It was cool, but back to the original question. We were talking about Latinos and hip hop, and I went off on a tangent. My bad.
No, but no, it's all good though. Because, well, listen, we're gonna get back to that real quick before we wrap it up. Because I want to go ahead and obviously, you know what I'm saying, we call it pay the bills or shout out to our sponsors or whatever. Sure. We're gonna take a quick break. You know what I mean? We'll be right back.
I'm dropping shit.
What up, everybody? It's your boy, Young Cause, man at the letter hate but to shake his hand anyway. Cocktails and Intellect podcast is back, season 2, and we are at Gemini Hookah Lounge. Come check us out. It's a vibe Sunday through Tuesday already. You know what I mean? Come get your drinks and your hookahs. On Wednesday, we got latest edition, live band popping it off. On Thursday, we got Thirsty Thursdays. I mean, Jesus Christ. Friday, we got Talk to Me Nice with my man Jay Johnson and D-Rock. And of course, we got Sophisticated Saturdays. My man DJ Aaron Anthems always holding it down in the building. Come check us out, Gemini Hookah Lounge. Cocktails and Intellect podcast will always be in the building as well. Check us out on YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio. You already know what time it is, man. Season 2 is here, baby.
All right, y'all, we back. Quick break. You already know what time it is, man. So, yeah, right back into it. You wanted to touch on just like the whole, hey, Haley, what's going on? What's poppin'? Go ahead, tell her. You can tell her.
Can you just get some pictures of everything going on real quick?
Nice. Word.
I'm going to give y'all some content this week.
But yeah, jump back into it, man. Talk to the people about that, about the whole, you know, I mean.
Yeah, so the original question, right?
Right.
Latinos and hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
And I went off on the whole history of Latinos. So to go back to that question, I know we took a long road to get there, but Latinos were very influential in hip hop. You guys have to remember, hip hop kicked off in the late 70s in the Bronx, right? Now, who ran the Bronx at that time, and I mean really ran the streets of the Bronx because hip hop is from the streets, was a bunch of, I don't want to say biker gangs. They wore like biker vests, but they were little, like, all right, for example, the Savage Nomads. If you don't know who they are, look them up. Savage Nomads was a predominantly Puerto Rican and African-American gang that pretty much ran the Bronx. They had beef with another group called the Savage Skulls, and those were the two that pretty.
There's a documentary about that.
Those are Bloods and Crips.
Pretty much.
That's the best way I could put that. Those are Bloods and Crips. They ran the city. So it was so influential that a lot of the people that dove into breakdancing, graffiti, and DJing, which is the three origins of hip-hop, there weren't really verses at hip-hop parties. The first hip-hop party was a straight-up merry-go-round DJ looping a song for 10 minutes and then finding another record and dropping that loop and then going back. And they called it the merry-go-round. We call it juggling now. Thank God we changed the name of that. But it was basically just break beats, break dancers, and graffiti artists.
Right.
That was hip-hop. A good majority of the graffiti artists were Puerto Rican. Names like CERN, names like the Pink Lady. The Pink Lady, and I'm glad I mentioned her, she was a Puerto Rican and the first known documented female graffiti artist in the hip-hop industry.
Hey, okay.
And graffiti was so big because it was how these people were able to promo their parties. Before we had flyers, before we had Instagram, they would promo their parties on walls and then put their tag next to it.
Yep.
Not only that, but they would go to these like train station, like parking areas where all the trains would park. You guys know they would tag up all the trains. They would also throw little ragers in those same areas. So while everybody's breakdancing and the DJ's going crazy, somebody's over here tagging up this train, tagging the DJ's name on the train. That train now goes around the entire city.
Wow.
Now everybody knows that DJ's name. So Latinos played a major role in that part, especially the promo part. Unfortunately, the gang part. But we also, just to move up the ladder a little bit in history, we can move to like the Big Pun days. Big Pun, I still don't know many rappers that I think can outspit Big Pun.
Facts.
Big Pun was Puerto Rican from the Bronx, grew up down the block from my parents.
Right.
Fat Joe, his partner in crime. First of all, rest in peace, Big Pun. His partner in crime, Fat Joe, still make sure he puts out at least one Billboard #1 hit every year.
Right.
Every summer he puts out at least one.
It's like clockwork.
Yeah, and he makes his royalties off of that for the next 364 days, and then he gives you another one. And that business model has worked for him so well. And he's also put on so many other artists. He's also DJ Khaled.
Right. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Put on DJ Khaled. DJ Khaled is probably the most famous Arabic person in the world right now.
Yep.
Put him on.
Shout out to all my Arabs. I'll be in the building. You know what time it is.
In the building. But Latinos have always had such a big influence. Rappers that people don't know are Latino. Jim Jones. Fabulous.
You know, I always question that about Jim.
Yeah.
I know
I was
Nori
questioning
is. I know-
Fabulous.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
See, wait, and that's
Hold
crazy.
on, y'all think I don't
Fab-
got notes?
Show me that.
I'll run off-
Fab is
I can run off the
half-
list.
Is he
Show
full
me.
Latino or is he half
No,
black?
he's half and half.
Okay.
Okay.
Half and what?
He's black and I believe he's Puerto Rican. I might be wrong. It might be Panamanian. I didn't write that much in my notes.
Yeah.
But so you got Lloyd Banks from G Unit, Latino.
Wow.
Non-hip hop artist Bruno Mars,
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah, we
cool.
know.
Puerto
that.
Rican.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna throw you. I'm gonna throw you off.
Nah, I thought he was
Hawaiian or some shit.
maybe Panamanian.
I'm gonna throw you off.
Something else.
Maxwell is Puerto Rican.
Full blown.
Puerto Rican.
Okay.
You saw that move he did on the. you saw,
What about
he-
the knee move?
yeah.
Oh yeah, the one
Max,
where he was. Yeah,
Maxwell
he was
is
wilding.
Puerto,
That's
that's a
was-
salsa move he did.
I don't
Yeah.
know what that was.
I
but
didn't know
thought he was
that.
about to break his back. I was like, bro, you too old for this shit,
No,
man.
he ain't too old. That's why he could do it.
Yeah, apparently. But yeah, that's crazy though. You know what the funny thing is? Speaking of that, I want to take it back now. Some would argue that, because I've heard this before, Jamaicans started hip hop.
Yes, DJ Kool Herc.
Yeah.
First DJ in the world. to
Are they
be a
speaking
hip-hop.
about the rapping part?
No, the DJ part. The DJ. Okay, so Cool DJ Herc. Actually, shout out to Cool DJ Herc. Very good friend of mine. He actually put my DJ team on when we were in New York.
Okay.
Really took care of us. And this is the OG, the godfather, the
Yeah.
father of hip hop.
Of hip-hop,
First ever hip hop party Cool Herc threw. And like I said, it was the same DJing, loops, people breakdancing, that vibe. He is straight from the yard. He is straight from Jamaica. And also one of the coolest people ever. But his best friends that he started this party with were Puerto Rican.
Puerto Ricans. Yep.
Crazy shit.
Crazy.
Africa Bombada, Planet Rock. Famous song. Music video probably even more famous than the actual lyrics of the song. If you watch that video, almost every breakdancer was Spanish. Watch the video. Almost every breakdancer was Spanish. Or you can even go down to the media side of things. Netflix, they put out that show, The Get Down, to talk about hip hop in the
I'm mad they
70s.
canceled that shit.
How many of them were Spanish? The main stars. How many of them were portrayed to be Spanish? That was
yeah.
real shit.
Yeah. I missed the Get Down.
1982, The Wild Style came out.
Yeah. Facts.
How many of them were Puerto Rican?
Yeah.
So it's a really
Yeah.
it's a really big influence that, like, the ones that are true to who we are, and the one, especially the Puerto Ricans from like the Bronx, or just the Latinos from the Bronx, we're really proud of that. We're proud that we have a footprint in it. Sometimes it pisses us off that people don't give us that credit, but at the same time, we've been discredited our entire lives. Puerto Ricans are a property of America, not part of America.
Well, I mean,
So-
trust me, black
people
folk,
feel
black
the
feel the
same
same.
too.
We feel the
Yeah,
same.
no,
way.
but that's what I'm saying. That's why we connect so well. That's why this is effortless. This
Yeah.
isn't
But
like,
also
shit, I have this little Puerto
to
Rican kid on the
chime
show
on
today.
that-
It's
Right.
normal.
To chime on that though, I think it's more internal because I feel black folks don't give the Latino community the props deserved for their influence in the culture
Right.
of hip hop.
Right.
So internally, it kind of sucks. You know what I mean?
Right, but also on that token as well, Latinos can give more credit to Africa for our sounds in the first
Right.
place,
Facts.
for our style in the first place.
All right. So hold on. This is probably just going left
Yeah, because
field.
I feel like black people already don't get a credit for so many other things.
Right.
That's just like,
Yeah, I mean, we could.
And the thing is,
I know.
I'll
there's a
tell you,
list of that.
yeah. Oh no, yeah, there's a list for that.
Yeah,
But
that's a whole nother episode. I can guarantee that.
the reason why, at least, and not to defend us, but just knowing my history on it, the reason why not all Latinos are like, oh, you guys are the reasons why we use these sounds in salsa. There are some famous ones that do. They'll say it straight out. But the reason why it's not a known thing is because you got to remember, that culture was brought to us, and we grew knowing that being ours. It's not until you do your history and your
Yeah.
research that you know why that is in our land, why our land sounds like that. We had people brought there. Our Tainos were taken over, raped, beaten, killed, and it just became a melting pot. So the way we see it, or not we as in me, but
yeah.
I'm speaking for my people.
Yeah.
We come up like, okay, those bongos are our sound. They're also your sound, but there's a reason that connection is there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
for
guess
sure.
that would be the reason why I would say Latinos don't give enough credit, because a lot of them don't know their information. A lot of them don't do their research.
So, all right. With that being said, also, I find that there's factions, and this is in the black community, Latin community, and I rarely see it in the white community,
What's that?
that you'll have certain Latinos not fuck with other Latinos. Like, for instance, I've seen absolute beefs between Dominicans and Venezuelans, or Dominicans and Puerto Ricans, and it's
In
always
New
a
York,
problem.
a lot. The
Yeah, and it's like,
Dominican,
yo,
Puerto Rican,
y'all all Latino. Like, what's really
Yeah.
going on?
All right, so that answer is very simple. Wherever you grow up in the world, right?
Right.
If you're Latino, somebody's gonna call you. Like, okay, if you're in Cali, let's say I moved to Cali. I'm Puerto Rican. I moved to Cali. I'm being labeled Mexican.
Right.
Nothing against Mexicans at all. I'm being labeled Mexican. So now that instantly gets me going, I'm not Mexican, I'm Puerto Rican. If I say that with the wrong tone, that's instant beef.
Right.
I'm not a podcaster, I'm on a radio. Like, how does
Yo,
that?
so what you trying to
that's
say,
what I'm
B?
saying. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
it's that stupid and
Yeah.
petty.
Yeah.
And simple.
Yeah.
Same thing happened. That's why the Puerto Rican Dominican
Okay,
feud
I
happens
got
in
you.
New York,
I got you.
because you got all the Dominicans out in Washington Heights. You got all the Puerto Ricans out in the Bronx. Washington Heights is Manhattan. The Bronx is right here. The only thing that split them up is a block.
It's a block.
It's
Dead
one
ass.
block.
Facts.
That's why there's beef between Puerto Ricans and Jamaicans in New York, because if you have Mount Vernon here, you have the Bronx right here. It's one train station that splits the two. All the Jamaicans, the second most populated Jamaican place in the world is Mount Vernon, New York.
Let me tell you something right now. The only place that I've seen where it wasn't beefy like that was in Bushwick, because Bushwick in Brooklyn is saturated with Latinos. At least
Yeah.
when I was growing up,
Yeah.
right? But it was saturated with a bunch of West Indians.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I
Yeah,
still
yeah.
consider West Indians black. You know what I mean? So
Of
you have
course.
you have a bunch of Jamaicans, Trinidadians, and a bunch of Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, Colombians, all in one block in Bushwick. You know what I mean? In this one place, and they didn't. There was no beef. You know what I mean? There was. I mean, I'm sure they had beefs, but like what we're talking about, like that absolute separation instead
Right,
of beef. You know what I mean?
right,
It wasn't
right.
like that. That's the only one
Like
place in New York
blackballed
that
type of beef, which
right.
is crazy.
That's the only one place that I've seen in New York that you didn't see none of that crazy shit.
Yeah.
But that's just nuts. I just wanted to
It's
get your opinion.
Yeah,
on it.
it's
Like, you know what I mean?
it's honestly, it's just a petty thing that dates back to, like, when you ask, like, oh, why do the Bears and the Packers have such a crazy rivalry with each other? And it's like, oh, well, back in the day, we used to go to training camp together, and somebody took somebody's sandwich, and it's like that. It's just that stupid.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Is that how you
it's
feel about the
literally
Chicago
just that
Bears?
stupid.
You know, the Paris Ice Bar
mess
is
with
Paris is a literal Chicago Bears fan. She's from Chicago. If y'all ain't knows, P from the Chi.
That's
You know what I mean? Do you think that? Well, first and foremost, let me ask you this real quick. How much do you love the Bears? Is it that serious?
It's serious.
It's serious enough.
Serious
like,
enough.
There's beefs out there. Like you.
I mean, it's not.
We do hate the
Love-
Packers, though.
Yeah, we don't fuck with.
Why-
We don't
why-
fuck with the
why-
Packers. We don't fuck with the Lions. Point blank. Period.
What
We
is
fuck
that-
with the Lions though. We'll fuck with the Lions before we fuck
More
with the Packers.
recently than before. Before
Yeah.
the Lions rivalry and
This
the
is
Packers rivalry
crazy.
was at the same level.
This is a real thing.
At one
Oh
point.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
big diehard Bears fan.
Yeah.
Bear down, baby.
Kentra, you
Bear
watch football?
down.
Not really, right?
Cheesehead, Nate, nope.
What about basketball?
I mean, I can watch them
Right,
all, but I
right.
really don't.
What's
have
your
a
basketball
team.
team?
I do college.
Oh, okay. See, I'm not a.
That's a safety net.
Yeah. No, but
So, but with college,
She's
I would
deflecting.
say, I know, right? I would say like, so like UK, University of Kentucky, but if UK and University of Louisville were playing each other, then I would go for the University of Louisville because that's where I'm from.
right. I was
Okay.
about to
And
say,
then
tell
I
the
feel
people where
like
you're from. Right,
and I
right.
feel like Louisville is always like the underdog, so I always like root for the underdog.
Okay, yeah, well, that's because y'all be like popping bones out of y'all legs and stuff when y'all play. You ain't never see that shit?
Yeah, that was crazy.
The most players ever that like showed the inside of their shin
my
outside of their
God,
fucking
bro.
That was
skin.
crazy.
I remember that. I just, I'm real. I'm
And
real
they like put a
queasy at my
towel over it
stomach.
or
Oh.
something really quick. It was crazy.
I'm real non-filtered. So
I heard,
just say
I
that
heard,
shit.
I heard people heard the snap.
Yeah.
You heard it on
yeah,
TV, you heard the
it.
snap.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
The people there
Saw it.
really heard it, but you heard it from
Crazy.
TV.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, anyways, all right.
Yeah.
Look, listen, man.
Did he ever play basketball after that?
Cocktails and nausea over here.
right. Oh God.
Do y'all know?
If he
Did he
ever.
ever play basketball?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, he recovered.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm
He
not into
recovered.
college anything. Like real talk. I'm weird. I love
I'm not
sports,
into
bro.
college anything. Kids don't read.
Right.
Read a book.
YouTube University. But look, listen, we're gonna wrap this up, man. I appreciate you for coming on the show, my brother. I know you got things to do. You about
Absolutely.
to be back here tonight, get it popping,
Yeah,
whatever.
tonight,
And-
Gemini Hookah Lounge. This ain't coming out for a few weeks, but if y'all somehow get a clip of this right now, Make sure you're here at 11 o'clock.
All right, bet. Holla. Yo, again, let the people know where they can find you at.
You guys can find me, first and foremost, at Gemini Hookah Lounge,
Right.
6 to 7 days a week.
Right.
2295 South Hiawassee Road. This is my homestead. You know when people file for bankruptcy, they're allowed to keep a homestead? This is it. This is my homestead. You guys can also catch me on 98.5 FM in Central Florida in the morning from 7 to 10 a.m., Anthems in the AM. But if you guys are not in Central Florida, because I know there's people listening from all over the world right now, we do have an app called the Umoja Radio app. That is UMOJA Radio app. It is the first and only black-owned, basically iHeartRadio. All the black-owned stations in the country are on that app. We built that
Nice.
together,
That
launched
is so
it, and it
cool.
is
That's dope.
thriving. So make sure you guys check out the Umoja Radio app. You guys can find my show on there as well. And if not, just my Instagram, Aaron Anthems and Anthems in the AM. 2 pages right there.
All right,
A-N
bet. That's
to the
what it
T
is.
to the H to the E to the M to the
Paris, let them know
I'm
where
gonna
they can find you
let
at.
them rewind and get the spelling.
Paris, let them know where they can find you at.
You can find me on Instagram at Paris Ice Bar, all one word.
Y'all see I done down this month. This shit was crazy. Oh, my God.
I gotta drive after this. I'm like,
Right.
babysitting over
You be
here.
alright. You be alright.
Kentra,
Not the way you make drinks.
let the people know where they can find you at.
Kentra on Instagram, Kentra, Kentra_ the realtor.
And by the way, it's official that Kentra is my host for season 2
Yes.
Cocktails and Intellect
Yes.
podcast. I am your boy, YoungC.a.u.s.e, the man that they love to hate, but they shake his hand anyway. Welcome back, Cocktails and Intellect podcast. Peace.
What's